Hello students, today we are going to learn regarding human male and female reproductive system. We already have completed asexual reproduction as well as sexual reproduction in case of plants. Today we are going to see sexual reproduction in case of animals, especially human beings, and first we will start with human male reproductive system. Now human male reproductive system is made up of testes and various tubules and glands. So testes are the main sexual organs in case of human beings, and it is located in the scrotum outside the abdominal cavity. So it is not inside the body, but it is located outside the abdominal cavity in the scrotum. Now this testis is made up of numerous, that means many seminiferous tubules, and the germinal epithelium, that means the innermost layer of this seminiferous tubules, they become mature or they divide by meiosis and sperms are formed. These sperms, they pass through various tubules and then finally they are thrown out in the form of semen from the body. So these tubules, they come in this particular order. First one is retetestis, then vas efferens, then it comes epididymis, then vas deferens, ejaculatory duct and the urinogenital duct. In this particular order the tubules they are formed. So as the sperms they attain maturity, they move through these tubules and finally it reaches the penis through which it is ejaculated out. Now the main hormones, we can say the main secretion that forms the semen, they are secreted by various glands. So there is these glands, the seminiferous tubules, they secrete a particular secretion which is poured into the tubules. After that, even the prostate gland, it also secretes a certain secretion and it is releasing in the urinogenital duct. All these secretions together along with the sperms, we call it as semen. So semen is thrown out from the body of the male through penis. So this is in detail of human male reproductive system. Testes are in pairs, but urinogenital duct and penis, they are single. So this was regarding the human male reproductive system. When I teach you this lesson, it is better that you keep your textbook open and try to understand with the help of the diagram. Now we will see regarding the human female reproductive system. Human female reproductive system is made up of a uterus, a pair of ovaries, a pair of oviducts and a vagina. It is completely located inside the body in the abdominal cavity. Now every month from the ovary a single ovum is released. That means either of the ovary. If the first month it is from the right ovary, the next month it will be from the left ovary. So alternately the ovaries, they release ovum. Every month a single ovum is released. This ovum, it enters into the oviduct. Now the free end of the oviduct, it is funnel like. So exactly at the center there is an opening through which this ovum, it enters into the oviduct. From there it enters into the vagina and it is ready to get fertilized. Now how does this gamete formation it takes place in case of male as well as in case of female? How does it take place? So we have already studied the cell division. It takes place by the process of meiosis. So sperms and ovum, they are formed by the process of meiosis. They are gametes, and these gametes, they are haploid. So what time does this sperms they are formed? So they start their formation at the time of puberty. That means when a male he attains his maturity. It is the teenage. And it continues till death for case of male. In case of female, already there are 2 to 4 million ovum present in oocytes, we can say, or ova, immature ova present in the body of the female fetus. That means the female newborn child. At the age of puberty, that means during the teenage, this ovum one by one, as I told you earlier, it is released from the ovary. And it continues till the age of menopause. Menopause means when the female reproductive system stops functioning or the secretions of the hormones, they become irregular. So it is on an average by the age of 45. So as per the male, it doesn't continue till the end of the life, till the death. It is stopped at the age of menopause. That means almost middle age, that is at the age of 45. This was regarding gamete formation. Now we will see regarding the formation of zygote. How is the zygote formed? Zygote is formed by the union of a male and female gamete. The sperms through semen, they enter into the body of a female in the vagina by the process of copulation, and after that this semen, the sperms which are present in the semen, they fertilize the ovum present in the uterus. Now during this fertilization process, ovum is one, but there are millions of sperms that are released. So out of that, only one will go and fertilize the ovum. So that way the process of gamete formation, it takes place, zygote formation, it takes place. Now we have to see regarding the actual process that occurs from the puberty onwards in the body of girls, that we call it as the menstrual cycle. Now during the menstrual cycle, what happens is, during the age of puberty, that means from 10 to 17 years, within these years, the girls, they attain puberty. I already told you that there are almost millions of ova, 2 to 4 million ovum or oocytes which are present in the ovary of a female. Now at the age of puberty, for the first time, the inner layer is formed within the uterus, and it helps in implantation of this particular ovum. So ovum is released from either of the ovary. It is formed because of it is present inside the follicle. So this follicle, the inner layer of the ovary, so it will burst with the help of FSH. There are certain 4 hormones which are secreted during this process. Follicle stimulating hormone, then luteinizing hormone, then estrogen and progesterone. These are the 4 hormones which are secreted. So FSH will help in bursting of the follicle and release of the matured ovum. This matured ovum, it will enter through the oviduct into the uterus. Once it enters into the uterus, it is ready to get fertilized. Now when it is ready to get fertilized, it remains alive or it is active for a period of 24 hours. After 24 hours, if the ovum is not getting fertilized, this ovum will start degenerating, that means it will die. And along with that, the inner layer of the uterus, that we call it as the corpus luteum, that also will start degenerating. So afterwards, now when it is formed, it will start secreting certain hormones like estrogen, then progesterone is also secreted. The secretion of these hormones is completely stopped after 24 hours. So once it is stopped, then the inner layer of the uterus, it will degenerate, ovum will degenerate, and it will result into the formation of blood, means bleeding. So it results in the formation of continuous bleeding, and so only during the time of menstrual cycle, this continuous bleeding, it continues for a period of almost 5 days. So every month this continues in case of ladies, in case of women, and it continues up to the age of menopause. Actually in menopause what happens, that the hormonal secretion, it becomes irregular or it is completely stopped, and so that result in degeneration of the ovum. So further that ovulation process, formation of ovum, that doesn't take place. That process we call it as ovulation. So that process doesn't take place and it is stopped completely. That we call it as the menstrual cycle. It is a monthly cycle. It occurs after a period of 28 to 30 days, and it starts from puberty till the menopause, till the period of menopause. That means from 10 to 17 years till the age of 45 to 50 years it continues. During this, as I told you earlier, that 2 to 4 million ova are formed, are there present in the female body, but every month when it is released, hardly 400 are getting the chance to get matured. What about the remaining ovum? They degenerate. The remaining oocytes or remaining ova, they degenerate, and that way only 400 get the chance of getting maturity till the age of puberty. So this process we call it as menstruation or the menstrual cycle. It is common in case of ladies, and this process, this monthly periodic cycle, it is very painful, and so it is suggested that either complete rest is to be taken and complete physical hygiene is to be maintained. So today we completed the topic of human male and female reproductive system. along with gamete formation and fertilization, as well as we completed the menstrual cycle. The remaining part of in vitro fertilization and all that we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.